Let's dive right into this explainer. You know that exact feeling when a friend calls completely out of the blue? You're super happy to hear from them, but man, the second you hang up, you just feel completely emotionally drained. Well, today we're unpacking the hidden exhaustion behind those phone calls and exactly how you can protect your energy without feeling even a little bit guilty.
Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Why calls exhaust you. 2. Mismatched energy. 3. Why we cannot say no. 4. Setting boundaries. And 5. Maintaining distance. Let's get into it. Section 1. Why calls exhaust you. The real weight of sudden calls. Okay, so if you're the kind of person who really listens, an empathetic listener, you probably suffer from something called phone fatigue. It's a real thing. Because you don't have those helpful visual cues, you are unconsciously burning massive amounts of cognitive energy. You're intensely processing vocal cues, the pacing, and even those tiny awkward silences just to gauge their mood. It's incredibly draining because you're doing all this heavy mental lifting without even realizing it's happening.
Moving to section 2, mismatched energy, the gap in conversation. Just think about the sheer agonizing mismatch of effort happening on the line here. On one side, the caller is feeling spontaneous, they're probably lightly multitasking, just chilling in a super casual mood. But on the flip side, you, the listener, you literally pause whatever you were doing, give 100% of your undivided attention, and work so hard to carefully navigate the conversation. Honestly, that massive imbalance right there, that is the absolute core of the friction you're feeling. It really all boils down to this perfectly stated feeling. I want my time and concentration to be treated as a resource. Right? Active listeners aren't actually hurt by the phone call itself. They're hurt because their genuine effort, their precious time, and their intense focus are just being carelessly consumed. When you treat someone's attention like an endless, bottomless resource, well, eventually it's going to run dry.
Section 3. Why we cannot say no. The trap of being too nice.
For all my fellow people pleasers out there, this creates a seriously dangerous cycle. Step 1, you suppress your own exhaustion. Step 2, you accept the call out of pure, unadulterated guilt because, you don't want to hurt their feelings. But listen to me, dodging these small boundaries is a total trap. By step 3, you inevitably hit your absolute limit, and all that suppressed, bottled-up fatigue turns into explosive anger over some totally minor comment. And actually, you aren't really mad at the comment at all. You're mad at the accumulated disrespect of your time. So this brings us to a really pivotal question for this explainer. How do we actually protect our time without totally losing the friend? Section 4, setting boundaries, creating your manual. A genuinely great tactic here is having a simple microscript ready to go. Something like, hey, I'm working right now, so a call is difficult. This is brilliant because it doesn't attack your friend's personality whatsoever. It just clearly and objectively states your current capacity. You're not rejecting them. You're literally just communicating your reality in that specific moment. Or try this one on for size. I want to focus today, so I will contact you later. You absolutely do not need a long, overly defensive explanation. Just stating a simple fact and your next step completely prevents you from falling into that awful trap of feeling like you have to convince them to let you off the phone. A boundary is not a negotiation, you guys. It's just a quick update on your status. And please, always remember this. A ringing phone is an invitation. It is absolutely not a command. It is 100% okay to not answer during meals, while you're working, when you're feeling tired, or simply when you just need some alone time. You have every right to enforce these rules without a single ounce of guilt. Protect your personal space like it's a highly sacred asset, 'cause it is. Section 5, maintaining distance, adjusting your approach. Because ultimately, human relationships are not maintained by one person just absorbing all the burden. If you bravely communicate your needs and they still insist on only calling on their own terms, you don't necessarily have to dramatically sever the friendship, but you absolutely do need to adjust the distance to something that actually feels healthy for you. So, how do we do that? You can start making some really subtle distance adjustments. Switch the dynamic to texting instead of calling. Reduce how often you're the one initiating contact. Intentionally delay your callbacks until it's actually convenient for you. Or, hey, strictly limit the talk time right from the start. These tiny changes work wonders to help you reclaim your breathing room without needing some big dramatic confrontation. As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with this final provocative thought to chew on. Are you sacrificing your own well-being just to be a good listener? Seriously, take a second to think about that. It might finally be time to start treating your own time as just as incredibly valuable as your friend's time. Remember, you can absolutely be a fantastic friend while still being fiercely protective of your own energy.